we're working a lot faster than we ever used to, and it's completely different. I remember when we first found out that we were going to get more Dragon Ball Z, we were extremely excited. Sean was asleep when he found out.
I got a text. A friend of mine texted me, and then my girlfriend woke me up and was like, "Hey, you know there's gonna be Dragon Ball Super," and I go, "I don't believe it." And then I got a text from a friend. He's like, "Yeah, there's gonna be Dragon Ball Super. I don't know if we'll finish these by the end of the panel, but thank you." And ladies and gentlemen, Yusuf.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yusuf!
Kamehameha! No, and
by the way, that's the man that brought us out here.
Yeah, he flew us out here.
This man flew us out here.
Flew us out here, put us in a nice hotel, made this happen. Yeah, so I got Super, and then I got a text from a friend, and I looked at it, I was like, wow, I guess it's true, and I went, oh, shit. Sorry, I don't want to, sorry. I don't know what, sorry.
If you're offended, now look, he's leaving.
Batman's leaving. He's like morally pure Batman. He doesn't curse, doesn't beat anybody up. He just scolds them.
He was just looking for an excuse to leave. He's like, oh wait, this is the wrong panel. I was.
And I only said that because I love playing Goku, but the screams, you know, they're legit, so they're very difficult to do. And Chris's are probably harder than mine because I at least don't have to make my voice talk like this. You know, I don't have to. That's hard on your voice, right, Chris?
It's extremely painful just to even talk in Vegeta's voice, because when you're normally talking, unless you have some sort of vocal problem, you normally don't talk like this. In order to do that voice, you have to strain your vocal cords, and everything that comes out kind of hurts a little bit, which is good for Vegeta's character, because I think everything Vegeta says hurts him a little bit, because he's always mad about something, am I right?
I also think he doesn't like speaking at all.
No, I'm actually really disappointed when he has to talk a lot.
Only clowns speak a lot.
Right?
When you're Piccolo, he's a lot easier, because he just talks really neat. Wow, thank you.
See, I'm a Piccolo fan.
I felt like I just did a magic trick there. Have you guys heard this guy called Yamcha? He's like the best character in the whole show.
Yeah, right.
Do you know he does King Kai?
That's true. Yamcha's okay. He needs more training.
I feel bad because when we start talking, I start talking about the characters that I played in the show. It was funny because the reason why I played so many characters in Dragon Ball Z is because when we first started, Funimation didn't have any money. And I think anytime they thought that I could do another voice, they would just let me do another voice because I was working for Funimation and it was free for them. And they had to pay Sean to come in.
So they wouldn't give me any more voices.
They're like, let's keep Sean as Goku only.
So then I moved to New York and worked on Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, Ninja Turtles,
what are
other shows.
Give us examples of some of the other shows.
No, Dr. Valiant Crowler, I did him, and then I did Ojama Yellow.
And then I did, I'm trying to think of Ninja Turtles, I played Shugenabo in Ninja Turtles, and also
Constable Biggles. Hello, what's all this then?
I did a bunch of...
What was that from?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, and the series from 4Kids from 2003 to 2011, the one that 4Kids did. Yeah.
What does that guy? What does he do?
He's a robot, and when they went to the future, he was a robot constable, and they wanted me to sound like John Cleese. And so he'd walk in, his catchphrase was, hello, what's all this then? and he would walk in and see what's going on. He was a friendly constable that was a robot.
And you sit through the other ones. This is interesting for me because when we go to panels normally, all we do is really talk about Dragon Ball Z, and sometimes when we go through our other credits, Sean says it just that fast. He goes, "Oh, there's also Batman and Dark Knight Rises."
Oh yeah, I played Batman in the Dark Knight Rises game for iPad. I had to voice match Christian Bale, which is
what did that sound like? Where's the Joker?
No, something like this.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So what were the other ones? You passed through some other voices that I wasn't familiar with.
I was in Ojama Greiger and I played. You guys ever see Chaotic here? You ever see Chaotic? You never saw Chaotic? That was a really popular show. Well, it wasn't really popular, but it's popular enough. I was in Kappa Mikey. I had some Kappa Mikey fans. That was kind of a popular. It was on Nickelodeon. A couple Kappa Mikey fans. Yeah, I played Gonard. Which my Gonard on stage. Gonard was a character that had an on-stage role and an off-stage role, and Gonard off stage was like my Goku because they asked me to do it that way. And then I said, well, the on stage is supposed to be an archetype of your characters. So it was like a Vegeta Piccolo mixture. And it was basically just like, Kappa Mikey. Like, it was like, that's the voice I did for it.
I like that.
Yeah, it was just kind of...
We never actually, believe it or not, Sean and I don't spend a lot of time talking to each other about what roles we have and what
No,
they,
we don't. I didn't even know he had
sound
like 600 roles lately. Like, I didn't know how you...
It's all on anime, so it's basically the same character. I do a guy named Zoro in One Piece. Have you guys watched that show? Zoro just sounds like me. I don't really have to... Everyone's like, people come up to me and they go, could you do the voice of Zoro? And I don't know what to say because he's kind of like what I sound like normally. But then I go, sure. Luffy, you're an idiot. And then people go, oh yeah, that's the voice, and it still sounds the same every time I do it. It seems like there's some people who are watching My Hero Academia here.
Yeah.
We got to figure out a way to get Sean
I would
on
love
that
to be on that show.
I play a guy named All Might. He's probably one of the best characters I've played since Dragon Ball.
Did you guys ever catch Shaman King here? Yeah. Shaman King?
Shaman King, anyone?
Yeah, I played Rio. When you ask for a piece of Rio, you get the whole pie. And Minomaru, which is very much like a low voice, like Chris would have stolen that role from me. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
jet lagged.
No, that's all right. We need to get Sean on. Who thinks we need to get Sean on My Hero Academia?
I have to talk to Justin.
Yeah, they will listen. This is Kuwait. They will listen.
That's true. They will.
I will show them this video. They're like, everyone in Kuwait wants Sean to be on My Hero Academia.
They're gonna stick me on that show. Never.
I bet you they would, though. It's going to be such a long-running show. They're going to need a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think all Sean has to do is tell them that he wants to be on it. Because Sean lives in California. I live in Dallas. A lot of the shows that you guys are watching on anime are produced in Dallas. But everything else is someone just turned on a giant television somewhere and it has no reception.
No modem.
Yeah, so a lot of the anime is done in Dallas. So the reason why Sean, you don't hear him on a lot of anime is because he doesn't live in Dallas anymore.
I moved to New York in 2002, and then I moved to LA in 2013. So I've been around Funimation regularly since 2002. I go to record Dragon Ball sometimes, but I'm recorded mostly in LA, and then we do the movies in Texas. Who's seen Battle of Gods and Resurrection F? Awesome, man, that's amazing. Thank you. That's the work I'm proudest of. I think this is the best job. That and Dragon Ball Super. That's really where I really feel like we did everything really right. Like
remember that time on the movie when you said, "Oh, wouldn't that let you destroy my world?"
I have no energy to do that. I can do my Bulma at the end, like when I was doing my Vegeta impression at the end of Battle of Gods, but I could not do. You're trying to goad me into doing. I will let you destroy my world. I will not. I can't even.
You can do it, I bet. I bet if we all raise our hands into the air and give him all of our energy,
in the balls
he will
later.
do it.
I'm totally kicking you in the balls.
Come on, Sean, do it. I will not let you destroy my world.
I will not let you destroy my world. You asshole, Chris.
Look how happy you made everyone in this room. Here's the thing, Sean.
4 hours of sleep.
The reason why Sean's not doing it is not because he was sleepy. It's because he's very modest and he doesn't like to do stuff like that.
Okay,
and sometimes you have to really convince him. So when you come up to his table, you just really have to be very persuasive. He really likes long hugs.
No.
So if you could give him a very big hug, he would love that.
Chris is a prankster. It's somebody has Goku. I have a pair of those at home. The Goku sunglasses.
I thought that
actually. Our host why nobody wears sunglasses here because you have a lot of sun, and he's like, no, they just get a hat. I'm like, you guys, you're missing out on looking cool with the glasses. You know, you all look great, but yeah, he's explaining to me. Nobody, you got the Goku glasses though, the Goku sunglasses. Each kid's jamming while he's listening to the panel. He's got the headphones on. He's like listening to. What do you think he's listening to?
Yeah, he's listening to another. He's listening to another panel somewhere else.
Yeah, he's listening to somebody else's panel. He's listening. It's okay.
He's listening to Todd Haberkorn's panel.
He's listening to Todd Haberkorn's panel. He's listening to Jay-Z. Vocal injury, and I've never lost my voice in the clinical sense. There's actually, a medical definition for losing your voice to where you really actually can't talk for weeks. That's never happened. I've lost my voice I've not been able to work for maybe 5 days at the most, a week at the most. On the average, it's anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. I've always been really good at healing and continuing on. And one of the ways I do it is I'm a former French horn player and played in orchestras for years. And so I was my first career before I switched to voice acting, and that breath support from blowing on a brass instrument helps protect your vocal cords, because when you support your vocal cords, you're doing less damage. So one of the ways I'm able to do those screams is I was already preparing for it for years, so it helps, and so it makes my recovery time a lot less, because I'm using the proper technique.
And what about...
When it comes to losing your voice, I don't know many people who've ever lost their voice, but it's very easy to lose your character's voice. Like, you get to a point where you can't do your character. I mean, sometimes Sean has come in at times and he's been like sick for another reason, like he has a cold or something.
Yeah.
And he'll come in and he'll try, and sometimes we'll decide, you know what, we need to come back another day and do this because it doesn't sound like Goku.
Have you ever lost half your voice? I have. I'll lose like if Goku's way up here and I have to talk like this, right? I've lost that part, but I can still talk like this.
And I can still do this.
But I can't do Goku. And so I'm like, okay, well I can record guys that sound like me or King Kai. And then, so sometimes you lose like half your voice. It's really weird.
The only time I thought I damaged my voice in a major way and actually had to go to an ENT to find out what was wrong with my voice was, believe it or not Vegeta. It wasn't Piccolo.
It was Raccoon. There's this thing about the guy Raccoon.
You have to use these muscles in your throat right here to make that sound.
You just have to hold your voice open so much.
That eventually I did it for so long that these muscles just like kind of gave out, and I didn't know what had happened because I couldn't talk like him anymore. So I had to get it checked out. I just had to spend a couple weeks resting before I could even do that voice again. It was painful.
Well, do you think Goku is a good father?
No! Next question.
I think Piccolo is a good father.
Piccolo's the best, he's the best green babysitter you'll ever have. He'll throw your kid out in the woods and let him just survive with an apple.
Who's better? Who's the better father, Goku or Vegeta?
Vegeta. He at least took his kid to the park.
And he lets him have a time machine.
And he hugged him once.
Yeah, he hugged him once. Goku hugs his... Look, I think I was new to voice acting, and you know, one of my favorite things about being a voice actor is that I can play anything. And so I like changing my voice more than using my natural voice. And so Goku was so close to my natural voice. And you know what's funny, because I never told you this, but I was pretty sure that I was really surprised when I'm going to answer that question in a second, but I was really surprised I did not get Yamcha, because I thought I'd nailed that part. Because they're very similar voices in some ways, and because they're higher, you know, but I was really disappointed because I like changing I like playing King Kai. Goku's, you can hear it in my voice now, but to be Goku, I have to raise my pitch and change my diction a bit and talk like this all the time, right? So it's changing my voice a little bit, but you know, Captain Ginyu, something like that. I can't do it and remember it anymore. You know, Goku, he's got a sense speed, or something like that. Sounds like Mr. Satan a little bit, but I really like that. So Chris called me, and we were not friends. We did not know each other. He's like, "It's Chris Sabat at Funimation, and you're gonna be the part of Goku." And I was like, "Yeah, you sure?" Because I really did a good Captain Ginyu impression. He's like, "No, trust me, you're gonna love this part." He didn't even tell me you got the lead role. You got the big part. He didn't say anything. He's just like, trust me, you're gonna like this part. And he goes, you got a great sounding voice, it's gonna be great. I'm like, okay. And I was kind of bummed because I did not know. Because I'm not trying to get out of it because I'm gonna be on the mic, but I've always, when I do this, I always wanted the audience to do it with me. So you do your special beam canyon, but maybe you guys will Kamehameha with me.
All right,
I need your energy.
Here we go. Special beam cannon!
This is what, I was going to set up the line, I forgot it. This is what it means to go further beyond. Kamehameha! Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
That's for you. Thank you very much. You guys are lovely.
And thank you, Yusuf, for bringing us to your awesome country.
Garlic gun. No. Garlic gun.
All right, fine. Here we go. Final flash! You're welcome. We're gonna need about 30 minutes to rest our voices now. You're welcome. Times 10. Times 2. Oh, I think what they're really wanting is Wolf Fang Fist. I'm dead.
All right, I gotta pee. Bye.